Unit 7, Video 5. Assalamu alaikum, my dear all students. Today, I'm going to discuss the unit number 7, Thank You Teacher. Let's see the objectives. We will discuss use preposition of movement. And then we will discuss illustrate the use of can, cannot, and may not. So let's start. Students, you can see that there are some pictures I already have made on the board. What are these? What these shows? Actually, these pictures shows different movements. As you can see that there is a box in which a cat is sitting. So how we can denote these type of movements with what kind of things? Yes. What are the things? Yes. These are called prepositions of movements. What are these? Prepositions of movements. Prepositions movements show movement from one place to another. They show movement from one place to another. Look at this picture. Which preposition is used in this case? Actually, this cat went into the box. This cat went now into. What is into? Into is the preposition of movement, in which we explain the type of a movement, the preposition of a movement. Into. This cat went into the box. This is kind of a preposition of movement. Now look at this picture. What is this? He ran. Any name? Hamza ran towards. For example, there is another kind of a person is standing here. So what he did? Hamza ran towards him. Hamza ran towards him. It means that which one is the preposition of movement? Towards. He moved towards him. So this is a type of a preposition movement. Now look at this picture. What is this? This is a wall and you can see that there is a cat. So the cat jumped over the wall. What kind of preposition we used in this sentence? Over. That is over. The cat jumped over. We showed the preposition of movement. So in this way, we use different prepositions of movements in given sentences. Now look at this picture. There is a path. And what this boy is doing? He is walking. He is walking along a path. Now, what kind of a preposition of movement I am using? Yes, along. Along is a preposition of movement that I used in this sentence. Actually, the preposition of movement specifies the types of a movement, the different types of a movements that any person or anything, any person is playing. So there shows different movements in different pictures. They show different movements from one place to another. So in this way, we use different prepositions. So what kind of prepositions like? Yes, into, towards, over, along, above, below. There are so many kinds of prepositions. Now move to the exercise. Choose the correct preposition of moment. I'm erasing this. Look at this in your textbook. Choose the correct preposition of moment on page number 74. There are some kinds of given blanks in your textbook. I'm writing here and then we will discuss it. We need to choose the correct preposition of moment. We already have an idea. Now what we are doing? We need to choose the correct preposition and put in these blanks. Number one is Arif walked dash the lake. There are two options, along or over. Obviously the lake, he moves, so he moves along the lake. The right preposition is along. Move to the second one. He threw a ball. He threw a ball dash me. There are two options, towards or to. He threw a ball towards me or to me. Obviously, we know that prepositions of moments towards. So what is the preposition best accurate? Towards me. He threw a ball towards me. Now look at the third one. I jumped dash the wall and opened the gate. Now see this, students. There are two options, along and over. Which one is the best? I jumped along the wall or over the wall? Yes, over. I jumped over the wall. That is the correct preposition used. Number 4, the boxes were loaded dash the truck. There are two options, students, onto and towards. Which one is the best? The boxes were loaded onto the truck or towards the truck? Obviously, the boxes were loaded onto the truck. Onto is the best correct option. So in this way, we are able to choose the correct prepositions because we know that what kind of prepositions of movements are using in a given text or in a given sentence. So the best one, which is the best suitable option, we need to choose that. So this is about the concept of prepositions. Now move towards, students, another important objective of this lesson. Use of can, cannot, and may not. First, before going to that one, we need to discuss in what sentences we use can, in what sentences we use cannot, and what are the purposes, what are the statements of this type. So we use can. What can shows? The ability. Shows ability. And what cannot shows? Obviously is the opposite one. So it shows inability. Shows inability. Where we use may. Where we use may in our normal daily life, where we use these sentences most oftenly. May, to ask permission. May use to ask permission. And where we use may not, whenever we want to deny that permission. May not, the deny permission. Students, you must memorize these ones so you are able to use the specific, obviously the use of can, where we use can, where we use cannot, where we use may or may not. So let's discuss with the given sentences. Notice the use of can and cannot and may and may not. There are some sentences I'm going to read that is on page number 75. Look at this. I can read a letter, but I cannot write it. First one, I showed the ability, and in the second one where I used cannot, I showed the inability. May I come in? That is, I am seeking the permission. Yes, you may. That is the reply. Yes, someone is permitted you. May I read your book? That is, I am seeking some permission from someone. No, you may not. This means that someone denied your permission. So in this way, we use these use of these can to show our abilities, to show permission in our daily lives. We use these words in our conversation, in any kind of sentences in our daily life. So now there is an exercise, fill in the blanks with can and cannot and may not. Now students, and on page number 75, we need to put the accurate use of can, cannot, may and may not in the specific blanks. So let's start. I dash a story. Obviously, I'm showing some ability. I can read a story. But I dash write a new story. But I cannot write a new story. First one showing ability, second one showing inability. You can follow a bird, but you cannot catch it. Now, in a seeking permission, I always told you that seeking permission always in a question form. May I write on your book? No, you may not. This is the denying permission. We are using may not. May I use your pencil? Yes, you may. First, fish can live without water. Ali can ride a bicycle. Teacher, there is a permission. May I come in? This is kind of a seeking permission. May I use your laptop? This is a seeking permission. And then, no, you may not. Because there is a denying permission. So you are writing may not. So don't forget, where you may an option that of yes, you just write you may. Where you have written saying some kind of a no permission, you write you may not. This is a kind of denying permission. This is a way of seeking permission. May I or may you. So in this way, students, we are using the use of can, cannot, may and may not in the given sentences or in the text or in a context. So might be you are able to obviously to notice or to identify the correct use of this in any sentence, in any context. I hope this video will be quite helpful in clearing your concepts, because we have discussed two major concepts about now prepositions of movement. This is a new concept for you. And then we discussed about the use of this whenever you're seeking permission, whenever you're showing your ability or inability, how we can use these in the given sentences or in our conversations in our daily life. So this is all about. If you find any problem, any difficulty, consult your teacher and parents. Thank you very much.